top G! Alpha male! What's up, my crazy loud peeps? I'm here with my sister this time. I was recording a video. I was like, man, I want to record a video on the red pill community. As you know, my first video was on the black pill community. So I feel like the only logical solution is to hear the other side's opinion. The Fresh and Fit podcast. I think y'all know what the Fresh and Fit podcast is. If you don't know, there are a bunch of dudes on the internet and they have a podcast and they give men's advice. So I'm here to react to it with my sis. See if any of the things that they say is actually true. Because I felt like it'd be good if I had a female perspective. And also Andrew Tate's in it. So without further ado, let's get into reaction. Oh yeah, by the way, the name of this video is This Is How You Finesse Girls While Dating. So yeah, that's good.
Why would you need to do that if you're already dating somebody?
I think it's to get to date her, I think is what they're trying to say. I don't know. This is Miami, so.
Yeah. I as a joke last week, because my cousin was so afraid of getting.
Yeah, what?
Why is it like you got punched in the eye?
Wait, who?
That dude right there in the black outfit.
You talking about Tristan Tate? I think he did get punched in the eye or something.
For real?
Yeah, that's Andrew Tate's brother. You didn't know that?
Well, yeah, but just looking at his eye.
I didn't even notice that though. He got like he must have gotten in a fight or something.
But if I got caught, I'd be like, yeah, this bitch, whatever.
I don't think she's meaning post though. I think she means pre.
Tell
like,
me
hey, I'm
Yeah.
going
before
to
it
Mexico.
happens.
I'm gonna sleep with.
Majority of the
I
people
got-
are not okay with that.
I got an
Majority of the
answer for
women
that.
are not okay with that, and they're probably afraid of losing you.
Yeah.
I
They're
would
gonna
much
be honest
rather
with
be
you.
okay with my man telling me, mentally being prepared and
Stop
joining
the
in if
cap.
I want to, than to him just me up and finding out about it and
Yeah.
me getting upset
And
about
that's very
it.
mature.
But you're different.
That's
Hurting
very
him
mature.
physically. Like, I don't have
Yeah,
time for
that's
that.
very mature. The reason most men lie is because they're afraid of losing them.
Majority of the women.
So are you confused with what they're talking about?
A little bit.
So what they're talking about is he's saying that as a dude, you can just go outside of your relationship and just have sex with whoever you want. And your girl should be fine with it.
No.
Right? Like that's what I was thinking. I'm like, bro, like
It's the same way if it was opposite.
but
If a girl did
but
that to
their
you.
whole philosophy, like what I've seen, at least what I've seen with the red pill philosophy, is that it's closed. It's an open relationship, but it's closed on the girls and on the guys, and it's open, and he can just do whatever he wants.
So if you can do that, then she can too.
But then their whole idea is that if a girl cheats, it's more emotionally involved than if a guy cheats. That's their whole thing. It depends. I guess emotion is more involved, but like still, cheating is cheating, regardless whether emotion's involved or not. That's the way I see it. It's messed up either way. That's the way I see it. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird.
A lot of girls, let's be honest, especially in the West, think that they're special. I deserve everything, blah, blah, blah. No offense to the ladies here at the table, but, you know, Western women tend to be a little bit more entitled and they feel that a man should be faithful to them, which you go to other parts of the world, it's not like that. Women kind of understand.
Yeah, but at like the same time, I'm thinking he's saying like girls like in the West assume that men should be faithful to them, but like and so in other parts of the world they don't do that. Well, in other parts of the world, women can't drive. Does that mean we should not allow women to drive in the U.S.? You know, if you use that logic, there's a lot of things in other parts of the world that women can't do. Should we apply that into Western society? You know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
I don't even think that part's really true because a lot of people that don't live in the U.S. and stuff, it seems like they treasure their relationships a lot more.
Right? He talks really fast. It makes it sound like he knows what he's talking about, but really he's just saying a bunch of crap that may or may not be true and put people in boxes.
Since women make their own money and they're successful and etc., they think, well, I'm the same as a man. You shouldn't be cheating on me. And that's just not the way the world operates.
And also, let's be real here, right? Think about this.
Mhm.
Women say they can't know the truth, but they really can't. Because let's say, for example, right?
Thank you.
Every guy told you, what are we going to do? You would say to yourself, what the fuck? Because you may say, okay, one or two I may handle.
What if the dude fucks? What if the dude, and I know this is going to sound crazy to you girls, what if the dude doesn't even think it's worth telling you to? Because I'm telling you, you underestimate how dudes can fuck girls and not give a shit. You think we plan it? You think it's planned?
No, I
Like a
don't,
dude could
because-
just be out and just like,
Right.
it's not, this isn't even worth a
Public
conversation. But it's
I feel like if you feel like that, then you shouldn't even be in a relationship with someone.
You should just be like in participating in hookup culture. Is that what you're saying?
The whole point of being in a relationship with somebody is to give them all of your love, unless you agree to do it with other people. But if not, then why would you go out of your way to do it without the other person's
Right?
consent?
That is pretty stupid. It is pretty stupid. And it's like, I hate how they expect women not to act out on their desires. Like maybe they'll find somebody attractive, right? And he treats her nice and it's not her boyfriend, right? and then she wants to, you know, sleep with him. But they expect women to not act on their desires, but expect men to be able to just act on their desires whenever they feel like self-control isn't a thing. Although, yes, as a man, it's like you look at a woman, you're like, oh my God, like she's so hot, I would want to do this or that. That's when self-control comes into play. But they act like, oh, like self-control isn't a thing. No, you don't. You literally don't. If that's what you're looking for, just participate in hookup culture. I don't suggest it, but if that's what you're trying to do, then just participate in that. And then, because why be in a relationship with somebody if you're just going to cheat on them or sleep around? You might as well just be doing what everybody else is doing and participating in hookup culture.
Same reason you wouldn't give a conversation about dildo or masturbate. It's like, who cares? It's just like, why are we even gonna?
There's a difference between that though. There's a difference between what he just said, because those are objects, not actual human beings or living creatures.
Every woman who said that to me, I don't necessarily tell them, but I basically let myself get caught. I'm sitting there texting, she's looking over my shoulder. Well, who's that? You know what it is. None of your business. Yeah? I don't ever say tonight I'm doing this, but the girls will say this at the beginning.
Bro, what? What? Why do you say it like that? That's kind of funny. Like, what?
It's the boy who cried wolf. They all say they're fine with it, but
but it's because. To me, I just don't think that's like the best lifestyle to be living, right? Just be able to just sleep around with so many women and not be like. I mean, I've heard Andrew Tate say this before, like in his previous clips where he's talking about it gets to the point, and this is older, and maybe he changed his mind now, but like he said, like freaking, you have access to all these girls or whatever, and then you realize that it's not really anything. Like it gets boring after a while. Like, why do you want to sleep around so much and possibly have kids with all these random women? It's weird. It's weird. And if I say this as a dude, people automatically call you a blue-pilled beta male or whatever. Like you're not accepting reality of the situation or whatever. But the thing is with this show is they get like a bunch of women and then they put them into a freaking booth or whatever in this podcast place. They make you think when you watch it that all girls are like this. They always choose like the worst like girls to bring on the show instead of actual like real girls.
You guys really want to know why?
Say it.
Women always want to reserve the right to be able to disqualify you if you don't meet certain requirements up front.
There you go.
That's why.
I said that's for toxic women.
Yeah.
Probably. Like if you're a toxic woman and you feel like being toxic to like your man or whatever, maybe that's your point of doing that. But
that's what it is. Women always want to reserve the right to disqualify you quickly if you don't meet their requirements. And the thing is this, women.
He talks so much. This man talks so fast and so much. It makes it sound like he knows what he's talking about. But when you actually stop and listen and think, you're like, bro, what is this man talking about? Like, do you remember when this man said, I don't know if you saw that, but he was like, if I'm dating a girl, she can't have an Instagram. Bro, it's almost like he talks so fast it makes it sound like he knows what he's talking about.
On manipulation.
I'm not saying that he can't be right sometimes, but a lot of the time he says a bunch of stuff out of his butt. Let's be real.
But most guys don't have the ability to manipulate. So women want to be able to reserve that right to have the monopoly on manipulation. But if a guy has game and he plays the same game a woman plays, aka manipulation, lies. Oh, I love you, baby.
Not every woman lies. And trust me, I know a heck of a lot of men who lie. And I know a heck of a lot of men who don't lie. It's just a people thing. Anybody can lie. There's toxic people out there. You can tell somebody like freaking broke Myron's heart or something, and then he made a whole podcast with Fresh.
But that's what I'm trying to say is that most women don't want to forfeit the monopoly on the ability to manipulate and run the game.
Wait, what is this guy saying? Men are not options and utilities, ladies. You need a man because in life, you have two options. Be in a home with a dedicated man or suffer out in the streets. The choice is yours. He paid $10 to say that. This man paid $10 to say that, bro. Oh my God. Like
that's what chooses not to date anybody.
Yeah, literally, bro. And it's like the whole thing is their whole fan base is just like toxic dudes like this. Dudes who get so mad. I used to be one of these dudes. I never paid them to do anything, but I watch their videos and be like, yeah, women. Like, bro, like I used to be in my freaking supply closet, bro. Because before I was in this room, I record videos in this supply closet when I did YouTube. And on my off time, I watch their videos sometimes and be like, yeah, dude, he's speaking modern women, bro. Like, don't listen to this garbage. They make you think they know what they're talking about and they want to help you, but they don't. They don't. That's the problem with the red pill community.
I'm sorry, but if they go around saying this in like public, they're gonna get beat up.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing with the black pill people. When they say, oh, I'm a normie or I'm a Chad. It's just so stupid. It's so dumb.
People are gonna think you're so weird.
It's just and you realize once you get off the internet and you realize you walk into real life and it's like, wow, like girls aren't like this or guys aren't like that. You know, it's just on the internet where people are like this. You know, people are exaggerated versions of themselves on the internet.
The majority of men are desperate to get anything
That's
they
true.
can get, and they'll do anything they can to hold on to it. There are more men who are lonely, suicidal.
See, the thing I don't like about Tate is because like he puts truths in there. Like that is true. Most guys can't do that. It's like he wraps the truth into a burrito and then like puts something else that's not good for your body in there. And he's like, here you go, digest this. You know, and it's just like, I don't know. That way of thinking is crazy. Like the Tate fans are insane.
That's why these girls will go out and they'll fuck Chris Brown. They think Chris Brown's fucking loyal? No.
I don't think it was always like that though. You think it was always like that, or you think that's a relatively new thing with social media?
Maybe a new thing.
I feel like it's a relatively new thing with social media and glamorizing lifestyle and junk like that. I think it wasn't always. I didn't think it used to always be like this. Like in the 1800s, it definitely wasn't like this. But in the 1800s, there was a lot of bad things in the 1800s. Like, you know, that thing.
They don't. Him being loyal doesn't cross their mind. So the truth about the biology of men and women, the truth about the biology, is that for the longest period of human time, women shared top-tier males. The king had 100 wives, and the peasant men had 0. This is how we've been evolved.
That ain't true. He said the peasant man. No, but the part that's wrong in that, yes, the king did have many wives, probably. Yeah, he did. I don't disagree with that. But he's saying the peasant men didn't have any wives. They did, because guess what? If the peasant men didn't have any wives, they wouldn't be able to reproduce and make more peasants. Big-brained.
If you're working in KFC, you're a pretty normal dude. And the problem with being a normal dude is that now you know your chick fucks normal dudes, which means everybody's competition. So what?
If she goes to eat at KFC, you gotta be worried.
Yeah.
Because the KFC dude can get your girl.
She might go Burger King or Wendy's.
I've seen normal dudes. We've seen normal dudes who don't even have a job finesse women and cheat on as many women as they want. Not doing anything with their life. Multiple times.
And if that were true, then I don't mean to bring her stuff up, but why was Madison Beer cheated on?
Yeah.
Her boyfriend.
Yeah. Exactly.
She's deemed as one of the prettiest girls.
Exactly. But to their logic, though, that wouldn't mean anything. I know jokers who don't have a job who cheat on their girls, who cheated on their girls many times. So, yeah, it's not true.
And boom, you lost her, right? So it's different at the top as a man, but this is a very, very unique experience. Yeah. And when we say things, we know that we.
But nobody can be at the top either. That's all I gotta say. Like nobody. I hate how they preach this narrative. They make you pay for these courses. They convince you to pay. They don't make you, but they convince you to pay for these courses and say you can be at the top until you can't, and you spend all that money on nothing. Only so many people can be at the top.
I saw you
wait.
How to get girls, because for women, you guys play it on easy mode. Tristan, you have some?
Bro, can we stop with that junk? I keep seeing people on TikTok
men live life on easy mode.
Or guys saying, women live life on easy mode. Can we just agree that it's just hard to be a human being right now? Can we? Doesn't matter what gender you are. Like, it's just so stupid to me. Stop with the freaking it's easier on this. It's so immature. It's such an immature argument because no side is going to be able to see which side is better. This side's going to be like, my life is harder. And this side's going to be like, no, my life is harder. And they're never going to be able to see each other's perspective. It is so annoying. I hate that stupid living life on easy mode junk.
I know this full well, and we know how sad men are because we saw it firsthand. You keep in mind, these guys think they're talking to a girl alone in her bedroom. There's me, 4 female members of staff, and Andrew sitting behind 40 different live streams. And it's therapy. I've had to, I swear on my father's grave, I've had to coach admins on talking dudes out of killing themselves or threatening suicide on webcam.
Yep.
So I've seen the dark side of the male reality. And of course, it's paying people like me, and we make millions of dollars from it because we're
He's like, I've seen the dark reality. But of course, you know, it's making us millions of dollars. Like, bro, like, so you don't care then, like, because you're still making dollars off that junk, right?
Women have never fucked losers.
Yeah.
Since the dawn of time. Listen, if you were living in caveman days, what would happen is you're chilling. You're chilling with your man. You look in the distance. You say, Ooga. Is that Tate? Ooga booga. I rock up with a club. Take your whole tribe out. Aikido, all 10 of them motherfuckers.
I'm just wondering. They're always talking about like, oh, back in caveman days and blah, blah, blah. I wonder if any of these dudes, would actually be able to survive in caveman days.
Probably not.
With dinosaurs and junk and freaking hunting and gathering and junk. I wonder if any of these dudes could actually do that.
Probably not. And I'm just saying this as myself. I wouldn't be able to.
I wouldn't be able to do it. I know I wouldn't be able to. I'm not claiming I'll be able to do it. I just wonder if they would actually be able to do it. Because, like, fighting in a ring is completely different than fighting in the real world. Okay, I'll put it this way. I don't know about Andrew Tate if he could actually do it or not. But I know these two dudes, Myron and Fresh, they would die if it was hunter and gatherer situation.
Because I beat them all by myself. You become mine now. Now, you may be angry about it for about 15 minutes. But when you look around and see all them dead motherfuckers, you'd be like, you know what? He is
Bing bong.
He is the G.
And you
That was easy. And you win.
And you
That's
can't
it.
hunt. And you can't hunt.
You
and
can't live without
fish.
man.
So you better hang out with the big G.
If you want a man who has everything, you have to accept there's probably going to be a degree of infidelity. I'm not saying he should treat you like shit.
Nah, bro. I think it's a trap. I think the whole thing's a trap. If you are looking for a man who has everything and junk like that, I think it's a trap, bro. Do you really want that though? Or is that what you think you want? Because if you get a man who has everything and he's never home or he's never there for you, then you're gonna be unhappy regardless, right?
Yeah.
So it's like maybe you don't actually want that. You think you want that. There's a difference.
Andrew, you have something else before I was
No, carry on.
I was just gonna say the most destructive advice is what those two girls gave y'all earlier, which is, well, he went around and fucked a bunch of girls, so I should be able to run around and fuck a bunch of guys. And that's probably some of the most destructive advice you can get. And a lot of modern day women subscribe to that. City girls.
So, Nunchi, apparently you're a city girl because you agreed to that. Are you a city girl, Nunchi?
Is he talking about the rappers?
City girl is like the girls who are like out in the streets who are just like, oh, I just want to have sex with all these men and blah, 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 and sleep around. And then city boys are the ones who don't want relationships either, and they want to just sleep around
So
and
the
then play
opposite of a
women.
city girl?
Yeah, but it's just the male version.
It's good to say, fuck niggas, get money, blah, blah, blah. I'm here to get a bag, whatever.
Cope.
It's cope. And not only that, women are not programmed to sport fuck their way around multiple guys. They're just not. Men can do it without an issue. Women can't, though.
Just because you can do it does not mean you should do it.
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
So when women
Exactly.
give that
Value.
advice, it's extremely destructive because you might lose a guy that's worth something. It's by sucking off some other guy that isn't on his level. Now you lost access to that guy.
Their brains are just so weird. Like they just always go like straight to freaking.
I wonder if this is all they think about.
I think it is. Like I feel like it's all they think about, and like their brains are just like so like. I feel like someone really hurt Myron.
It's not even just about losing guys, etc. I will stick by this point. A woman cannot sport fuck her way through life without taking psychological damage.
Damn.
You will be psychologically damaged.
Neither can a man. Neither can a man. You think if that was the case, this freaking Morty meme wouldn't exist. Like, because it doesn't bring you life satisfaction. It doesn't make you happy that doing that. So men can't do that. And I feel like this show makes you just not trust women as a dude. Like when I watch this, I'm just like, oh, I can't trust a single woman. Every girl's the same. Like that's the type of information that's being spread to me when I'm watching this show.
Sluts always shame girls that have low counts.
When I heard this girl talking shit, so I was behind the scenes. I wasn't even on this.
You came late.
I was listening to this girl talk.
Yeah,
I
you
always
did.
do. So, when I was listening to this girl talking her nonsense, I was,
Hey yo! Ain't nobody was even taking it there, Tristan. Hey yo, relax, homie.
Jesus, man. Like,
Me.
like with women, like men age. If men do the work, we age like wine. If women, even if y'all do the work, you're still going to lose value as you get older. I hate to say it. Like a woman that's 35 that's attractive is never going to be able to compete with a woman that's 25 and attractive.
That's not true.
Is it? Okay, I get what
Nah,
he's. Okay,
'cause-
I get what he. Okay, I'll put it this way. Before y'all flame me. Okay, before y'all flame me, ladies, listen. I'm not hating on y'all. I get what he's saying. I get what he's trying to say, but he said it so poorly and packaged it terribly. Stick with me. I think that women are in their prime in their younger years. We're talking about attraction wise. A young man my age, 22, is not at his peak.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not. Because first of all, I can't provide anything. I'll be real. Like you can't if you, at 22 you're not established with anything. You don't have a house. You don't have I mean, you could have a car, but it could be like a crappy car. I mean, at least you do have a car, but like my car's not great. You know, you don't have a necessarily like career going on yet. Those are things that girls look for stability. That is true. You can't deny that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I'm saying financially stable, I'm not saying he has like a really nice job. I'm talking about he has a career. Like this is okay. He's staying here for quite a bit, and he's getting He's got benefits from his job. He has enough money to have his own place. Things for girls. I think when they are in their younger years, it is more attractive. Like, I'm not saying a 35-year-old can't get a man or nothing like that. I'm just saying I think you're more attractive when you're younger, like when you're like 20.
But that's kind of like the conversation that we were having,
Bro, $100 donos
a few
is
months
crazy.
ago,
Okay.
where
Mr. Andrews, the first time I saw you was
it was.
I'm not reading all that.
The older you get as a woman, the more your chances dwindle of having.
Wait, what? Video on depression isn't real. Thank you for the arse kicking you gave us, man. I now push that same message onto guys I know. The knowledge you gents all give us is truly God's work. Thank you all.
You know what? Do you know what the first thing a woman calls a woman she doesn't like?
Slut.
You're a fucking slut. You're a hoe.
You're a hoe.
Oh, so now I'm having a bunch of.
Get this crap out of my face, bro. So what did you think about that, Nunchi? They made some points that made sense, but like a lot of it was just a bunch of opinion. It was a lot of going around in circles. Yeah, I feel like they didn't really attack an actual like point and actually stick to it. I don't know.
Still isn't my kind of content.
Yeah, right. I don't think it's healthy watching this kind of content. Yeah, it really is. Watching this type of content on the regular, you know? Just like consuming it all the time. Like I feel like that's really bad for you. Because all the guys, if you saw the guys who were donating, they were just like really like angry, claiming to help men, but I don't think it does. It doesn't help men at all. I think it just sets them back, just like the Black Pill movement. But anyway, thanks for tuning into the video. As you know, anybody who's new to the channel, this is my twin sister. I have a twin sister. She looks like me. Aww. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button because it helps me get my content out there and push it out so that more people can see it, so that we can grow this community, bro. Because I love these reaction videos. So don't forget to do that. And also, I have my Twitch. I'll leave that in the description. So don't forget to check that out. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.